everyone, so for today's Family Friday video, I wanted you all to meet someone very special to me, and that's my little baby girl. I wanted to talk about her name, why I chose it, and how it's been adjusting to the first 6 weeks of her life. She's getting a little bit impatient. I think she's getting hungry or sleepy. I never know. Hi, baby. What's wrong? Are you hungry? Are you sleepy? Are you tired? Oh my goodness. So she slept a little bit less than she's used to. So she's been a little bit cranky, I want to say. But this is her. Do you want to look over there? Yeah. My little big baby. My little big baby girls. This is Nayeli Camila Galvan, and we all welcomed her on April 24th, Wednesday at 11:56 p.m. So she was only alive for 4 minutes on her birthday, something I will make sure she knows about. I mean, does that even count as a birthday? 11:56 p.m. Can't believe it. She's such a little procrastinator. I was scheduled to be induced on Thursday, April 25th, and she decides to be born like four minutes away from that. But she was born at 42 weeks, 6 days. So technically we waited as long as we could. She weighed 8 pounds, 8 pounds, 1 ounce. So big baby. I mean, 21 inches long, so she's pretty tall. And I mean, what did we expect? She was 2 weeks cooking in the oven there for a while. I always get distracted with her. Aw, I forgot everything I was gonna say just because I'm with her. So you may have seen my video of the top 10 unique baby girl names in Spanish, and in that video I really loved all of them, but they were names that I didn't end up choosing. So me and my husband were choosing between Nayeli and Camila, and we couldn't decide between both of them, so we ended up choosing both, and we've been calling her little Nelly for short. And I have a feeling we're going to be calling her all of the names. Nayeli, Nelly, Camila, Little Stinky Booty. The reason why I ended up choosing that name was because I met a patient of mine whose name was Nayeli, and she was from Colombia. And she was pregnant at the time when we met. And she just was the sweetest person ever. But she spelled it with Nahely, and there's different spellings, but I really loved that name because its meaning is I love you, and there couldn't be a better meaning for a name. It just fits so well because for those 9 months you're growing to love this little human inside you, not knowing anything about them. Then we chose Camila because Camila means la que está frente a Dios, which is like God's servant or God's faithful servant. And I think that's very fitting as well because, I don't know, I just feel like she's God's gift to us, and I hope that we can take care of her and make him proud. And, you know, she's such a blessing in our life, and I hope that we can teach her to use God's talents that he gives her and be of service and help others and just be this kind-hearted little human. I have all of the best hopes that I can be a good mother and we can be good parents to her, and that name just fit the bill. So Nayeli Camila Galvan, or Little Nelly for short. Are you done? Are you done? They tell me she looks a lot like my husband. I think so too. I don't think she took after me. At least I know that baby's features change a lot. Nayeli, Mira, mira. ¿A quién te miras? Ay, te miras a ese papi. So what are my overall thoughts on the first 6 weeks? Oh my goodness. Has it been quite the roller coaster of conflicting emotions? That's the only way I can put it. It's like you're feeling everything at once, and you're feeling happy, overjoyed. It's a beautiful and very challenging experience where everything is just happening so fast and all at once. And because I'm a first-time mom, everything's new. First, the labor and delivery, I'd say, was a really beautiful experience because I felt taken care of, I felt empowered, I felt supported by my family who was there beginning to end. It was their labor as much as it was mine. It was our labor. We got through it together. They were there for me, and I don't think that I would have had such a positive labor experience and then such a resulting positive outlook on my delivery and postpartum recovery, because I had some complications arise afterward, and it wouldn't have been what it was if it wasn't for my 3 wonderful birth companions, which were my mom, my sister, and my husband. And I'd really love to share in the future like things that I feel really helped get me through my labor and delivery without any pain meds. It's definitely possible for you to go through that if that's what you want. I'm a very emotional and sentimental person, and I don't have such a high pain tolerance, so I was definitely fearful and worried of just what it would be like. I don't know, I felt like I doubted myself, and as the days were approaching my due date, I got more fearful and concerned and didn't know how things were going to turn out, if I was going to be able to withstand the intense sensations that people were telling me about. And I really want to share with you what helped me get through it, because if I can do it, you can too, and it's something that you'll definitely be able to get through, and you'll be just amazed at what you were able to experience. And after something like that, it prepares you for so much. You're able to literally like push through. And something that helped me that I just feel like sharing with you all right now was a Bible verse that, here, let me get it. Do you want to go back on your bouncer? Hey, mamacitas. Ay, qué gusto. It's in the book of Joshua. It says, "Be strong and of good courage. Do not be afraid, nor be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go." And that just kept reminding me that I was not alone, and you won't be alone either. God will definitely be there, present, watching over you and your baby and making sure things go as planned. When you think that you can't do it, if those thoughts arise, for me they did when I was in transition. You know, it was really helpful to remember that I needed to stop asking myself, why, God, does this feel so intense? But instead realize that He was present there with me every step of the way, just like my family was. So hopefully that helps you.
¡Ay, estás bien guapa, mi amor!
Grandma's here.
Mommy! Nelly! I love you, Mommy!
I still get super like shy recording in front of people. But where was I? I'm all over the place. Okay, I need to focus. I was very fatigued because I had been in labor for 31 hours where I was on my feet standing up, and with those contractions I never really had the time to rest at all, and it was extremely exhausting. I remember having bruises later discovering bruises on my knees, and that's not to scare you, but that's just the reality of going through labor. It's called labor for a reason. So it was very exhausting, but it was doable. Like, I'm here and it's possible, and it's so worth it just to have your little one in your arms. So that was my kind of just general thoughts on my labor and delivery experience. There was some complications, and I don't want to get too much into that in this video, but stay tuned for my postpartum video. I'd love to share my first time experience being a mom, but also share with you some of my background being a clinical health educator and counseling women who are pregnant and who have just had their babies. Please subscribe if that sounds interesting to you. I also post videos about wellness and self-development. So I'd love for you to stick around, subscribe, and like this video. I'll see you next time.